hello there. I know this isn't my normal setup. Calm down. It's okay. I'm still a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. I did just start a new podcast with my sister. It's more so a comedy podcast instead of I don't know what else. So it's called the Okayest Daughters podcast. You should totally listen to it. I will have it linked below. It is on Spotify. I think everywhere else. I'm not sure. I'm doing it all myself. Okay. And it's on YouTube as well. Who wants to be just an audio listener when you can watch the calamity and chaos ensue on your screen via YouTube on the Okayest Daughters podcast channel? Anyways, so let's get to it. So my TECKENBROCK update video had to be split into 2 videos because, as you could clearly see, I kept stopping constantly and debunking everything this girl was saying. It's truly, truly wild. So this is me filming another intro so we could split it into 2 videos. But there is something that I do want to say first before we get into the second half of the video.
Did I dye my hair because of all the ads and billboards? Yeah.
So Elizabeth has been posting videos, going live. She accidentally did a TikTok battle, and this guy, I guess other people like hopped into his part, like his side of the live, and were in his chat telling him that she's a con artist. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Well, hello there. Before we get too far into this video, I have some exciting news for you. Thanks to the sponsor of this video, which is Bellesa. Y'all know they've been a longtime sponsor of my YouTube channel. We are doing an insane giveaway with them. I mean, let's be honest, let's not get it twisted. Basically, all of the giveaways that we do with them are pretty insane, but this one might be my favorite. If you use the link in my description box or in the pinned comment below, you can get a free rose toy with your purchase. That is insane. That's pretty wild. Speaking of the rose toy, let's go ahead and get into that and into a little something else that's pretty wild that I want to talk about. Now, the rose toy by Bellesa, she's been imitated. She's been knocked off. You can't get as good as the viral sensation. You've seen her on TikTok. You've seen her literally everywhere. The rose toy by Bellesa. This lady has such powerful suction. There's actually 10 modes. She's super cute. She's super discreet, just like me, super discreet. And she fits perfectly in the palm of your hand. And then of course we have the GOAT, which is the pebble, the OG pebble. She fits perfectly in your hand. She has a beautiful discreet charging case, ergonomical because that's needed, vibration and suction that is controlled independently. And just come on, how cute is this? She's so cute. Is it headphones? No, it's my pebble. Leave me alone. Now the OG pebble really said new year, new me, because now we have the Pebble Pro. I've just dropped all the attachments to it. That's okay. We'll get those because they're very important. So when it comes to Bellesa toys, I really feel like this Pebble Pro is kind of like all my favorite ones put into one, because not only does it have vibration and suction that is controlled independently, but also it has the suction attachment. Then this little gal, I don't know why I find it so funny, this little tongue that's in there. Me. It's so cute. So not only, oh dear God, it's so powerful. She's very powerful, but not only, sorry, she interrupted me. Not only do we have the suction attachment, but we also have a little tongue attachment. She's little but mighty. It's going so fast. You like can't even see it moving. It's pretty wild. And then bing, bang, boom, super quick. We have the thumping attachment. Thump, thump, girl. Let's get it. Like I said, new year, new me, new Pebble. The Pebble Pro has not only upgraded technology, but a stronger motor for deeper pleasure. Let's be real. Deeper pleasure. I can't phrase it any other way. So new year, new me. New year, new nightstand, girl. Upgrade that nightstand situation, okay? Or wherever you're putting these. I don't know what your life is like, but I do know that if you purchase a Pebble Pro through the link in my description box or the pinned comment, or purchase anything through those links, you will be getting the viral sensation, the rose suction toy, a free rose suction toy, which is, again, like I said, pretty wild. But what do we expect from Bellesa, which is a by women for women company that wants everyone to feel empowered, embracing, and just celebrating their sexual wellness and their sexual health? Get it, girl. Do it, lady. Come on, put yourself first. Start feeling good. Fill up that nightstand. Have a good time. And make sure you click the link in my description box to have an even better time with that free rose toy. Thank you, Bellesa, for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for supporting my sponsors. Back to the video. Also, super interesting, earlier that day, because this was at night, but earlier that day when I was doing a live, I accidentally pressed the wrong button too and did not know how to get this small Indian child out of my TikTok live. I kept saying like, get out, like, can you leave? I don't know how to do it. And then he wasn't listening to me and he goes, okay. But then he just kept changing himself into a different filter and he was like a little gingerbread man. And I was like, no, like, what are you doing? And then he turned himself into a little moon moon. And I was like, God, you are adorable. But like, I'm sorry, little boy, this is inappropriate. Like I cannot be on TikTok live with you. So then I had to end it and go back. It was like really, really funny. So to the people being like, how does she not know how to work it? Listen, I'm an influencer too, and I don't know how to work that. Literally I got held hostage by Rich Lux on a TikTok live once, and he's like, we're gonna do a battle. I was like, okay. And he was like walking me through it. Anyways, so I do understand how you could not know how to do it, but I do think it's also hilarious that she didn't know how to do it. She was getting frantic. Someone who has known her for years and lived with her and was her best friend, someone she conned, McKay, was even like texted me later and was like, oh, forgot to tell you. One thing she does, like when she pretends that her nose itches, is like, that's one of her like nervous tics. So I thought that was quite funny because you could tell she was like frantic in that, but the guy was calling her a con artist and then brought up McKay, and he was like, oh my gosh, people are saying that you're a con artist. And then she like didn't know what to do or say, which is hilarious. So let's go ahead and play that because it is pretty glorious actually. But then afterwards she was bragging and being like, well, I won the battle, so it doesn't matter. You might have won the TikTok battle, but you sure as hell ain't gonna win the war because that's against me. All right. Okay, it's not. It's against her victims, and I'm leading the charge.
Get your daddy homies.
Our likes are at 222. Nobody like anymore. Kidding, I'm kidding. Get us a 444. Yeah,
Welcome in, everybody. Get your daddy homie. Get your daddy homie.
Thank you. 1 minute left.
I kind of figure she is. I know.
Kind of figure out what?
They say you steal people shit off their porch.
Oh.
You raw McKay?
On her porch?
You raw McKay?
33 seconds left. I think
You took somebody money? Oh, you a con artist. Oh, you a con artist.
This chat's money, to be
They
honest.
say you a con artist.
I don't know how to get it off.
You steal people.
Is that helping you, honestly? Is that helping you win, I guess, to do it? Or
they say
I don't know how, like, Kelsey, I don't know how to do any of that, to be honest. Like, I don't know how to do that at all. Anybody can tell me how, because I have no idea. I don't know how. Somebody's supposed to tell me how, because they don't get off. I think. Oh, decline. Sorry. Decline. Where? No, decline. Okay, but that doesn't like have the other one.
Why you stealing people's stuff?
So I have no idea.
They coins. The chat told me to answer that. My chat.
Good for your chat. Wait, my whole phone's frozen.
Why do you steal people's stuff?
So she commented on someone else's video and said, I've never asked anyone to take up for my mistakes. I have done things that I have to deal with. Other people have to deal with those mistakes too. Those aren't mistakes, those are choices. But he did all those things I said. I never asked anyone to agree with my mistakes again, but they make it impossible for me to do better. And that's crazy, because how is other people talking about the choices, the very intentional choices that you made? How is that preventing you from doing better? People discussing your past has nothing to do with your future choices at all. You're still in control of those. And she can say all day long, oh, I'm doing better, or I'm trying to. It hadn't even really been made public until the first part of this video and this second half that she was actively attempting fraud to pay off her current boyfriend's Amex card in December. She tried 4 times to do that. No one knew about it. And still a lot of people don't know about it, because I'm filming that video right now. You're in it right now. So it's real interesting. Anyways, I made a video commenting on and posting that basically, and said, Liz, you literally tried to commit fraud last month by hacking into your ex's savings account to pay off your new boyfriend's Amex card 4 times. You are delusional and will never change. This is not taking accountability if you don't admit to what you've done. But sure, blame your ex-husband for things that you've been doing before you knew him and continue to do for years after your divorce is finalized. We talk about this in the Elizabeth podcast in season 2, how she will constantly blame everything on her ex-husband, right? On Andrew, her ex-husband, saying that he was abusive and blah, blah. Here's the thing though, even if he was abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, why did you fake cancer? She'll try to say, oh, I faked cancer to get out of that situation. ex-husband. How? Care to elaborate on that? How would faking cancer get you out of an abusive marriage? That doesn't make any sense. Also, the court documents literally show that that's a lie. Anyways, but then also, you were faking cancer before you met your ex-husband and well after your divorce was finalized. You scammed your ex-fiance, your second baby daddy. You scammed him and his family just like you did your ex-husband. But that was before. So is your ex-husband, who you hadn't even met yet, to blame for that too? Elizabeth TECKENBROCK would block the phone numbers from the banks and mortgage companies and debt collectors and all that from her ex-fiance's phone so that he wouldn't know that like the bills weren't being paid and that they were late on a bunch of stuff. And she blocked the kid's doctor's office because she had been telling people that their daughter had leukemia and she had not been taking their daughter to her appointments, any of her like newborn and like first year appointments. That's real bad. That's so dangerous. That's so neglectful. What was she doing with the money? Because they didn't have insurance and he would just like give her money to go do that. What was she doing with all that money? Just pocketing it. But she just wants to be a good mom, right? That ex wasn't abusive either. I personally don't believe that Andrew was, but that's just my opinion. So there we go. She's a liar. I don't know how anyone can be friends with her, defend her. It's insane. So super cool. Let's continue into the second half of this video where I basically just lose my mind for an hour.
What looks different besides the hair? I love the dark hair. As long as he supports you, that's what matters, yeah. They're so spicy now. Oh. Yeah. It got far, especially because it's like stuff that like already was out there and already knows.
What the f does that mean? It got far, especially stuff that was already out there and already knows. What does that mean? Like, Liz, you can tell that you didn't finish high school.
Hey. Yeah, I do, Amanda. I've talked about that openly, actually.
I wish I could see the chat.
If he supports you and cares for you, that's all that matters. My internet girlfriends would get you if you don't.
If he supports you, that's all that matters. Supports your scam, supports your lies. Like, does he support you trying to pay off his Amex that you ran up? How do you run someone's Amex up that much? How does she get access to this? That's like, I don't let my husband use my card and I don't use his card. I don't want to pay for someone else's shit. I pay for my own shit. I pay for my kids' shit. I mean, yeah, me and my husband share, finances at times, but it's like, what? And like some people are like, yeah, I let her use my car. I let her borrow my car. With insurance rates these days? Did you unplug your progressive snapshot before she got in the car? Listen, if I'm hitting curbs, I know this bitch is destroying them, removing them.
Sure they will.
What happened to your eye? Girl, your eye, that looks painful. It doesn't hurt, you guys. It's literally just like... It's just a blood vessel. It was like really sore on the outside, so I must have like rubbed it really hard or something because it was sore. But now that the soreness went away, it's just red. I don't even know that it's like that anymore. How did it happen? I don't know. So I had lash extensions on. Well, right at dawn for Liz. I know you guys have proven yourself to do that very well.
We will ride at dawn for Liz. No, you won't. You've proven yourselves. What have they done for you? You're about to lose custody of your kid. How are they riding at dawn for you? I'm so confused. Who are these people? Listen, I know some people like might want their audience to like go for them that hard and be that delusional. Like I don't. I'm so happy that y'all are not freaks like that. Good God. Like I saw a comment the other day that was like, where is it? This one weirdo that someone sent it to me and they were like, hey, please make sure that like someone else is aware of this so that like in case this person escalates. This person was like, I know you're very close to CC or Sherilyn Deal. Either way, I remember that was obvious from your old replies. I was able to read them in the past. I used to stalk this account specifically because I liked CC and wanted to know if it was her. But over time, I realized that it was Sherilyn or someone close to them, one of their sisters or friends. And then they continued and were like, yeah, CC and Cher will talk about account/people too for their own personal reasons. Just because I used to be a fan and like them and wanted to know what they were up to doesn't mean I'm any more weird than anyone else on this planet. Don't make me feel weird. I don't give a F. And it's like, you're openly admitting to like stalking people that you like that's creepier than people who don't like you stalking you. I don't like any of that. I do not like any of that. No, I don't. Crazy.
Wait, how long have you been with this guy? You look genuinely happy, so glad to see you back. I can't even tell there's something wrong with your eye. Happens to me when I get colds. Hi, Mimi. So I had eyelash extensions on and I felt like one of them were like getting loose or something. And so I was rubbing and then the next day, like my eye was like really sore And then, yeah. So. I'm wondering too, I never heard her side. I love her. Sorry, I missed.
I've never heard her side. Yes, you have. You have. It's lies. That's literally what it is. It's lies.
The first part of that question, I guess. You look genuinely happy and healthy. You guys are so sweet. I'm gonna be like really in my head about like how good I look after these comments right now. Okay, I'm wondering that too. I never heard her side. I love her. Who are you talking about? I didn't see it. Put a hot tea bag in as long as you can stand it on your eye. Welcome back. Can we expect a part 3 anytime soon? I'm glad you took time away. Love you. Hi, Holly. Love you too.
So she's just ignoring comments. Someone said, can we expect a part 3? It was around Rachel's birthday. So it was around Halloween. So Rachel's Rachel Reese. She was a victim of Liz, and she's also a TikToker. She's a criminal defense attorney. She's great. Used to be my neighbor, and then she was rude and moved, which is fine. Now she lives closer to her sister and living her best life. So Liz like has a tendency to, whenever like it happens, she just attacks Rachel and just brings up like one of the most traumatic moments in Rachel's life, which is pretty awful, and causes her like extreme emotional duress. I literally had, before I like redesigned part of my office, and had a big chair over there that Rachel loved to sit in when she would like help me with like doing voiceovers and stuff for the podcast. But she was sitting there, and like I've never seen anyone that upset in my life. But yeah, Liz filed like bar complaints against Rachel just based off false bullshit, and posted a video of Rachel being quite literally assaulted by the police in the Bahamas, which was one of the most like, if not the most traumatic moment in Rachel's life. And every so often, it seemed like every 4 to 6 months, Liz would do that. And thankfully, so that's what like the part 3 was. It was like part 1, and then she's like, I'm gonna tell my truth. And then that was part 1. Then part 2 was like all about Rachel. And then she's like, part 3's coming. Part 3 never came. Part 3 never came at all. My God. So then she like ghosted, and Rachel was like, I'm not backing down this time. Like, I'm not calling a truce like I do every time with you. And so Rachel filed like a stalking or like cyber stalking or online harassment, something like that. I'm forgetting the verbiage here, an injunction against Liz to get her to like stop finally. And most people like, I guess, forgot or just don't know, but it's still happening. That case is still active. It's still up. We'll pop up a little thing for it. And obviously like with like family court type of stuff, which that's what that is. Like they were friends. It's kind of like a DV thing, but because it's handled like by that, and because it's hasn't been closed yet or dropped or whatever, like those files aren't, and documents and stuff and filings, emotions, all that isn't public yet. But once it is, I'll be able to get access to it. So insane, crazy. I cannot wait once it is closed and not settled, but finished. I cannot wait to read through all of that and just see, because Liz doesn't have a lawyer for it. And from what I have seen in the past, when Liz does not have a lawyer, she's borderline illiterate and uses ChatGPT for so much stuff and gets petitioner and respondent flip-flopped all the time. And it's like, girl, keep your straight. And like, it's so embarrassing and just really awful. And she'll try to reschedule and waste people's time and waste people's money. And I don't even want to say it's borderline legal abuse. No, point blank period. That is legal abuse. And she tries to use that to her favor. And it has cost Rachel a lot of money and time and stress and emotional duress still. But I'm very happy that she's not dropping it, because that's the only way that we can stop this woman who's a menace to society, the internet, and everyone around her, is by people not dropping it. Don't let her get away with it. File the police report. Keep going. Talk about it. Don't shut up. That's how she continues to scam people, is by people not talking about it and not taking action. Thank God she's still being investigated actively by the FBI and by the IRS. Love that. I was a part of that. I urged someone to do that. Iconic.
You do. You look amazing. Thank you. Sorry, I'm like, they're so fast. I keep trying to like smash the like button. Girl, love the hair. Thank you. I feel so much better about my hair after this.
Right. I told you.
Are you still in Tampa? No, I'm not in Tampa. I don't even go on that side of the bridge.
You don't go on that side of the bridge. How'd you see the warning poster when there was only one of them at my Publix, not yours? Caught you in another lie. That was based on a lie, because I fibbed.
I know. I think, Sierra, actually, when I met you at, like, the first time, I had dark hair. I don't know what year that was, but I think if you don't go through a questionable hair phase, did you do anything with it? Obsessed with this hair color on you. Thank you. I feel like I met Sierra the first time in like probably like 2000. No Gasparilla, hell no. Probably like 2014 or something. I don't even, probably even earlier than that, I guess. I don't even know.
If she was going to go to Gasparilla, which she probably will, or go to a house or something, Gasparilla it's like Mardi Gras, but bigger. The day parade is one day. Mardi Gras is a bunch of little parades like throughout the month. But Gasparilla season is a bunch of a pirate themed Mardi Gras, basically. And it's a very old Tampa tradition. It's huge. It's the third biggest parade in the US. It's giant. It's amazing. Here's an iconic picture of me holding up a sign that says Mon 8 is a scam. That year I was going to have one of those like Skyrider planes right in the sky that Mon 8 is a scam, or one of the ones that like have a banner behind them. And if I could confirm that she was gonna go and like friends of hers were gonna be there, I would 100% pay for it to be like on a banner on a plane. Actually, no, I would probably still do it because it doesn't matter if she sees it. I don't care if she sees it. I want other people to see it. And again, that would just be to promote the Elizabeth podcast, not to harass her, because that's not my intent. I'm not trying to harass, intimidate, or do anything like that. I'm looking for the truth and to spread the truth. It's not harassment if you're spreading the truth.
I think. Did I meet you before I had Chance or afterwards? I feel like after, but I think I had dark hair. Did I dye my hair because of all the ads and billboards? Yeah, actually I did. I'm trying to like actually straight run away. Yeah, 2012. Okay, so like yeah, he was born for like a year. What ads and billboards? Well, where have you been? Is the question, because it's everywhere. It was darker, but not this dark. I've never had it this dark. No, like this is the first time it's ever been like black. But every time my hair grows back now, it's like darker and darker until I got it dark, and now my roots are coming in light. I miss stuff too.
Also, she keeps saying billboards. It was run for 4 weeks. She's really trying to make it seem, this is crazy. I will say this. Some of my favorite boutiques that like I frequent a lot because I know what Liz has done, that she's done horrendous chargebacks for multiple boutiques in the area. And I quite literally have documentation to prove that she's done that. And yes, I do have permission to have those financial statements from the mail because they are also addressed to McKay. And McKay has given me permission to have those and has given me other shit too. However, she's an icon. She's a legend and she is the moment. Anyways, so this is wild. I just got a text that apparently Liz is telling people, this is all alleged, but apparently Liz is telling people that her second baby daddy, her oldest daughter's, she's so many baby daddies, her oldest daughter's dad, apparently she's telling people, let's just call him Chris number 2. Apparently she's telling people that Chris number 2 stole her daughter from her and took her out of state. Girl, he lives here. Where is he gonna go? He has a business here. His daughter's in school. He's the one who takes her to school. You do not. Like, she's apparently going around telling like other parents that or friends that your kid was not stolen. You refused to see her and the dad got annoyed and then stopped answering you and now is hopefully gonna be filing for full custody. Like, this is wild, man. Like, the lies, the audacity, the manipulation of she is very calculated. She's very sloppy, but like 2 or 3 layers in, she's calculated and then it all falls apart. Like, she's wearing a bracelet right now that has her daughter, Blake is her daughter's name. It has her daughter's name on it. A little friendship bracelet. I need my niece to make me a new one because my niece makes ones like those. But she is wearing that. Has not seen her daughter in at least 3 weeks at the time that she posted this video, which was last night, the 7th of January. Isn't going to mention that she hasn't had her kid for this long.
Are y'all living under a rock? Honestly, I feel relieved to hear that like some of you don't know about this ads and billboards.
So it's confirmed. Liz is going around telling people that her daughter's father kidnapped her kid. Why would you go around saying shit? Like, that's what I mean by like, she's calculated to a certain point, but then she's so messy. Because if you are starting, like, again, reigniting a custody battle regarding your daughter with your daughter's father, why would you go around saying that to people? Why would you do that? Because it's not true. Especially if those people have like documentation that you were saying that, and like it is clearly documented that no, he didn't kidnap her and no, he didn't leave the state with her. Like, insane. Holy shit. I'm getting live texts from people about this, and it's, oh my God, infuriating. But that's so dumb. Why would you do that? But again, this is how Liz forked herself over in her first custody battle, you know, is because and with child support, like a lot of people are like, wait a minute, her ex-husband is like a optometrist. Like obviously he makes more money than her and she doesn't have a job. Why is she owing him child support? It's because she lied on saying that she made like 6 figures and upwards from TikTok on documentation to get into a like really fancy high-rise apartment, and that's what they used in court to determine her income. So her lies caught up with her and really messed her up with that. Again though, he has full custody and she needs to pay child support, and that backlogged by like $20,000. Also, again, reminder, her license is suspended. I feel like her license has been suspended due to that, I believe. I don't remember. Anyway, so crazy. But again, surface level, it's like, wow, you're really calculated, really quick, and really like smart when it comes to being a con artist. But then she does other shit that's so chaotic and messy that it's like, oh my God, like you're really messing yourself up here.
I've missed her. I refused to watch her ex's stuff, so I missed all of this. Well, that's so sweet, honestly. Does your family think it's really weird? Yeah, my family does think it's really weird. Anyways.
Her family enables her and they don't know everything that she's done. Most people don't know everything that she's done because she has isolated people so much from each other and from other information. We know this now. God, I cannot wait for y'all to watch the docuseries. It's going to be crazy. For instance, went into a little peek for you. She went into her ex-roommate, McKay. She went into her phone. She's notorious for doing this, and blocked their landlord's phone number so that Liz could then text him and pretend to be him so that he thought he was talking to McKay. And she could just be like, yeah, I got a new number. The other one won't work. So then she was telling him like, oh, I can't pay rent. I have cancer. It's insane. And then that landlord, Joaquin, who I'm friends with, that was like my common link to this, was that I've known him for years and years, but he texted me and he's like, both of them are faking cancer. And I'm like, well, you weren't ever talking to McKay. You were talking to Liz. Insane. Yeah, they don't know any of that. Most of them don't know about the faking terminal cancer. They don't know that she said that she had like a brain bleed, that she's catfished, that she's killed most of them off, but they don't want to lose access to her kids because they love her kids, as anyone would. Her kids are great. Her kids are awesome kids. They don't want to lose access because they've seen what happens when you question her. She takes her kids away and you're never going to see them again.
The dark hair, thank you. Fill us in. I'm not going to talk about any of that, honestly, though. So, miss you too. Yeah, no, I just can't go there. What should I make with orzo?
And that's when everyone logs off because that's the only thing anyone wants to hear about. No one cares about whatever else she's saying.
I got some the other day. Oh, orzo is so good with like cut up carrots and like chicken and lemon. Like a chicken, and put feta and a little bit of dill. It's like a Greek dish and it's really good. Actually, you should try it. Where have you been? I love your hair color. I've just been taking a break. That's it.
I've just been hiding from the authorities. What about carrots and ranch, Liz? What do you know about that? Okay, almost done.
Oops. How do I get off this? Sausage. I put chicken with it. Did you find a new show to watch yet? I think so. I think we did. What's it called? House of Guinness. Have you guys seen it? Because if you say it's bad, then we're gonna have to. Have you seen the show Suits? No, I haven't.
Love that show.
You seem so sweet. Thanks. I'm not. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. I've heard it's good. You need to watch Suits. Have you seen Suits?
I was binging when we met.
How are things? How have you been? Hi, I'm rewatching Desperate Housewives again. I'm a rewatcher too. It's the anxiety in us. Suits is so good. Suits is so good. Thanks, I'm not. Everyone's saying Suits is so good.
It is.
Okay, so I haven't got any reviews here on this House of Guinness. Out of these people on here, no House of Guinness.
It's new.
How have you been, Sierra? What happened to your eye? It's just a blood vessel that popped. Yeah. I'm doing Stranger Things. See, I can't watch that. I watched it with Chance and the first season, and it was so stressful for me to watch because it's just so creepy and I don't like anything like that. So I didn't watch it anymore. He was watching it last night. Go on a binge of Below Deck, the old ones. The below deck, like the boat show? The, like, yacht show or something like that, where they all work on a yacht? Is that the one you're talking about? I couldn't watch it either, but I love creepy stuff. Yes, that's it. Oh, I used to watch that sometimes, the yacht show, where they, like, book, like, a rich person's, like, yacht for, like, a week or something, and they're, like, all working all the different shifts inside the yacht. Is that it? Like, I think. Also, by the way, my phone's at 2%, and I promised myself that I'm getting off when my phone dies. I'm not plugging it in during this call, so just let you know. Watch this show with Olivia Pope. I did. You're talking about the rabbi show? Is that what you're talking about? Hi, Danielle. Oh, wait. No, not the rabbi show, because that's Kristen Bell. I don't know who the other one is, though. Love the hair. Wait, I've missed you, and everyone else. Scandal is Olivia Pope.
Yeah.
Scandal, oh. Or she dates the president. I've never seen that before. Yeah, girl. Hey. Have a good night. Of course he's talking about you now. That's okay. Steph, hey. I've been gone, the dark hair. Yeah, it's new. It's new around here. It's actually not new. It's like kind of like, so it's a bit old. I'm just keeping it a secret. Watch. Oh my god. Why do people keep inviting themselves to go as co-hosts? No. Okay, have you guys watched that heated rivalry show? Have you seen the How to Get Away with Murder show? It's so good. I have seen that. He can't, yeah. Have you guys seen that show? Oh my god, so good. Yes. It's the best. It's so good. Okay, I got a lot of comments.
Oh my god, this is excruciating. I gotta go up to 2 times speed. I gotta get through this. Oh my god.
About this, not the Guinness show. I want to watch it so bad. Hey. What's it on? I don't remember. What is it? It's not on like Netflix. I know that. So HBO. Recognize me? They really don't. I just like have it's spicy. I like spicy. I don't really get recognized. I don't really go anywhere that I would get recognized, to be honest. I just like avoid people as much as I can. But no, I just did it because like I was just tired of having my hair bleached all the time.
Okay, so someone was asking if that's why, if she's like trying to run from the authorities basically and not trying to be recognized. I think what people don't understand with TikTok is like there's so many people that follow Liz and it's just for the show of it all. And the only people that I've ever heard of recognizing her are people that she's scammed. And she can say all day long, like, I don't go anywhere where I get recognized. Yes, you do. You're still going to Meat Market. You're still going out to Hyde Park. You can't help it. Like, that's what you do. It's infuriating. Like Thanksgiving, you were just in Hyde Park. Good God. But no, she's not famous. She's not going to get recognized. She's not well liked or even well known. There's a huge difference between someone being on TikTok and someone being on Instagram or YouTube. 100%. And we're not trying to be like, I get recognized. Occasionally, yes. And it's a great experience and I love it. It's fun. But she's not famous. Like, and these people commenting are like thinking that she is and that she's someone. Liz is nobody. Liz is a serial con artist. That's her claim to fame. That's why anybody knows who she is. That's it.
I love the posters behind you. I know they're really cool. You guys like really cool stuff back there. Okay, let me ask. I got 1%, but can guys wear pink sweatsuits? Yes or no? What happened to your eye? It's just a blood vessel that popped. Yes, Kelsey said. Yes, for sure. Yes, yes. Girl, my husband wears pink all the time. Annie, yes. Here, yes. Light pink. Kelsey said, I've seen it. My son loves pink and he's the sportiest kid. Yes. Men in pink is so hot. Yes. Light pink, not hot pink. It's very light pink. Someone tells EC she's on. Okay. Pink is my favorite crown.
Chat, is it gay to wear pink?
I have 1%, so it's gonna hang up on you guys, but I'm so, like, I loved this so much. I feel so happy, and, like, I got to do this. And you guys were so kind, and I love it. He's got to have the Jordans to match. Yeah, or, like, the Dunks. I'm gonna get on more, I promise. I'm just easing my way into like, I love you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. Love you too. I'm gonna try. We are so back, baby. We're so back. I'll come back tomorrow, maybe for like, I'm gonna try to do like 10 or 15 minutes like every day or something, and I'll do videos. But yeah, I love you guys like so much, and I'm so glad that like all this time you guys like stayed around. Love you, Aunt Kelly. Anyway, okay, bye.
Isn't it crazy to see the difference between the personality and just everything that she's putting forward to these people, and then knowing even 10% of what I know that's going on, that she's telling moms of kids at her daughter's after school care program that her dad kidnapped her. Like, you are causing more issues for your daughter. Liz can say all day long that I'm threatening her. No, I'm not. I want you to be a good mom. I want the best for you. That means not scamming people and not being a bad mom. There you go. That I'm harassing her, that I'm sharing private information about her daughter's life and like hurting her children. No, I'm not. You're the one who's abandoned your kids multiple times. You're the one who refuses to pay for their portion for any of their kids, seemingly. Hopefully, and I feel icky saying it, but when it happens to be about Liz, I say this with my hole, just with my hole. My belly button's a hole, right? No, it's not, because it stops. Anyways, my 7.5 of them, that it will be the best thing that has ever happened to that little girl for Liz to lose custody of her and for her to not be able to talk to her. Because holy crap, the damage she has done to this child already, and to her other kid too. But unfortunately, I don't want to say he's a lost cause, but he's already like 15. It's like, what the hell are they going to do? It's insane. So that was atrocious. That was obnoxious. I do love that she said someone else is probably going to post him before we do. We're just not ready for that. Well, I think it's time for me to show you all the emails. Like I said, his name is Tony. After like putting a bunch of clues together, I figured out who her current boyfriend is. So I emailed him on his personal email, his work email, and his LinkedIn, all of which he responded to. I think it was him. Could have been her. It's either her intercepting or it's him completely buying into the which is sad. So I emailed him and I said, hello, Tony. Awful that he has the same name as my husband. And I said, my name is Chelsea Suarez. I am the producer of the Elizabeth podcast, currently #1 crime podcast, according to Good Pods. Love it. Linked both of those because listen, you might be like, Chelsea, that's pretentious. No, the first thing you got to do when you're sending an email like this is why should they listen to you, what you got to say, and how you can help. That's what you got to do. Got it? Okay. So it has come to my attention that you may be currently dating the serial con artist, Elizabeth TECKENBROCK. I have been contacted by another victim of Liz. There are many who has gotten alerts from their bank and from Amex that someone attempted to use his savings account to pay off your Amex card 4 times in December for totals ranging from $8,000 to $17,000. This individual wanted me to reach out to you and let you know, as you probably aren't aware of what is happening. However, I wanted to reach out to you first in case you weren't involved in this fraud. Liz is a master manipulator, one of the best I've seen in my career of exposing people like her. She isolates her victims, controls the information they have access to, and is able to paint a narrative so that they won't be accepting of the truth about her. That's a strangely worded sentence, sorry. She has stolen around $4 million, fake terminal cancer for nearly a decade, forged documents, IRS, bank, medical records, blah, blah, has lost custody of her 2 youngest children out of 4, and will most likely be losing custody of her oldest daughter this year. Please let me know if you would like to meet or talk on the phone. I am located in the South Tampa area. He responded. I think it was him. But it also sounds just like Liz, because run-on sentences, poorly structured sentences, and harassment. This is harassment. No, it's not. You dingleberry. You absolute dork. Let's bring back dork. He said, I have seen your podcast. You don't see a podcast, you listen to it. What are you hearing with your eyes? Notice the lack of punctuation. I do not care. This is a warning to not message me or anyone in my life. I will file harassment. Who phrases it like that? Who says that? Liz. I am aware now of the card and I will handle with my own bank. Now. Another now? Thank you. You'll handle it with your bank? How about you handle it with your girlfriend? That was sent noon yesterday and she went live with him in the living room, like in the kitchen in the same room with him. I just don't understand how you could receive an email like that and then not have more questions, not ask more questions. Yet sounds like they're doing great. So again, that kind of leads me to believe that like, no, it's her. And let's be honest, Liz isn't going to have a job. Liz doesn't have jobs. So maybe she is just hanging out at home and pretending to work as she has done for a decade and a half now. And maybe he works from home too, and they've just been stuck together. So if he does work from home, she could possibly have access to his LinkedIn and his work email. I thought of that a little bit too late. I wouldn't think that she would have access to his professional email. So I emailed his work email because of course I had access to that too, because I had my researcher run a background check on him, which is not illegal or unethical. Anyone can literally do it. Okay. And no, I didn't have my husband do it. You absolute dorcases, dinguses, weirdos, losers who have accused me of having my husband do work for me or like find shit out for me. My husband literally organizes charities and events at work. He's a glorified party planner for the sheriff's office now. Okay. He ain't looking up shit. He wants nothing to do with that. His computer stays at his desk. Okay. Thanks. So I forwarded the email because I was like, that's Liz. So I forwarded the email and said, hi, Anthony, please see the original email below and the response from your personal email, which I believe is Liz intercepting my email. Thank you. He responded. At this point, this is harassment. Hey, guess what? No, it's not. It was 2 emails and a message, which in reality, if it was like back to back to back to back to back to back, yes, with the intent of like intimidating you and harming you and scaring you, yes. However, this is me doing my job because you're dating a con artist. I also texted 2 numbers that I thought were yours. So you didn't see those apparently, because realistically, she probably has my number blocked from his phone. So he said, this is harassment. Again, no, it's not. You've contacted me on my personal email, LinkedIn, and now my work email. Liz is not intercepting my emails. I just want nothing to do with this. You've made your point. Now you need to stop. First of all, I will never stop until this woman's in prison. You want nothing to do with this. Again, I still think this is Liz. You want nothing to do with this. You're dating a serial con artist and serial catfisher / impersonator who was being actively investigated by the FBI. Are you going to go down with her? Yikes, Buster. Can't relate. But yeah, you want nothing to do with it. You're involved. She's sitting in your apartment last night. You can't not have anything to do with it. You're dating her. So if you don't want anything to do with it, evict her. Kick her out if you don't want anything to do with it. Again, she must have beer flavored nipples. I don't know. So that was quite interesting and yikes. So currently she does have 2 court cases going on simultaneously. The one for custody of her daughter, that's not technically what it is right now, but that is what it will be potentially. And then the stalking harassment case, the charges filed from Rachel Reese as well. So love it. Seemingly neither of which she has a lawyer for, which is also real interesting. So I don't know if he just thinks he's like harboring a fugitive or like harboring a victim of the cartel. I don't know, but it really does seem, I don't know, man. I'm sad about it. It's hard because it's like, I want people to understand and I want to like help people and I don't want them to be scammed. I don't want them to be lied to and hurt. And that's what she's doing right now. That's what she's always doing. She's never going to change, unfortunately. But I have to get past the part of like, Chelsea, some people have to find out the hard way. And unfortunately, all of these people have had to find out the hard way because that's how good she is at what she does. It sucks. So can't wait for y'all to be updated. The court cases are ongoing. Things are being filed, moving in the right direction from what I've seen. And I can't wait once those things are actually closed to go ahead and submit the proper paperwork to get copies of all of those filings, because if there's one thing about Liz, it is at this point one of my favorite pastimes to pour a glass of wine and print out court documents and filings and motions and depositions and all this that she's had to do with and just read through them. Like just the laziness, her handwriting's awful. In a few of them, it says like I had to call the police or like I will call the police or something like that. But she wrote it to where it looks like I have polio. I was dying laughing at that. She fills out things wrong constantly. And it's like, this doesn't make you look good. This makes you look more unfit and unwell, honestly, that you're just like, you're not putting the proper care into this. And if you're not putting the proper care into the court documents and filings, when it comes to fighting for custody of your children, why would you put care and thought into actually caring for your children day to day? You know, like this should be what you're fighting for and caring about. There hasn't been any update to my knowledge with charges being brought against her for criminal charges with state or whatever. I have like a notification on Pacer that it's supposed to email me like whenever there's an update, but there's not so far. But allegedly she still has the criminal defense attorney on retainer, and the retainer hasn't ran up yet because he like hasn't done anything. I don't know. So super cool. Oh, one more thing. She told her daughter's father that she had this one lawyer and that like that was her lawyer for family court, but then she filed stuff on her own and like went to Staples or something to like print shit out and do it. And it's like, girl, if you have a lawyer, your lawyer's filling all that shit out. And she like gave a name, and I looked up the name and I emailed the guy to have him confirm that like he isn't working with her. But either way, now I know if she's going to impersonate a lawyer. It is interesting though, because when she impersonates lawyers, she typically impersonates like people who do exist and people who are real people. So if anyone gets an email from a lawyer claiming to be a lawyer having anything to do with Liz, or if you have ever had any contact with Liz, search that lawyer on the Florida Bar website and you can find their real email on there. And I bet you whatever you're getting is not from that email. Okay, so it is a felony to impersonate a lawyer though. And she's done that multiple times. So I don't know how, I don't know. That's scary. So super fun, super cool. Just still allegedly committing or attempting fraud and felonies and all that. But you know, just like had to take a break because I'm just like doing really good and I'm really happy. Is it gay for guys to wear pink, chat? I cannot. We are so back. We are back. Okay, friends, that is it for this video. Hopefully, I don't have any other cut-ins or anything like that. You should definitely subscribe to and watch the Okayest Daughters podcast. That is on YouTube and Spotify. I'll have it linked down below. Also, we will have a final episode of the Elizabeth podcast coming very soon with some updates, but then also with answering y'all's questions. It'll be like an AMA style video. It'll be an AMA style episode, and we're really excited about that. We just wanted to give a bunch of people time to be able to ask their questions and submit them below McKay's episode on the Spotify episode, which is up and you can go listen to that. So go do that. The docuseries is in pre-production and we're very excited about that. So I can't wait. Also, sorry, another little update regarding Liz. This weekend, I had a little date night with my husband and one of our friends sat at the table next to us, and I hadn't really talked to her since right after I had my kid. So it's been like 2 years and I've just been so busy, and so is she, but we caught up and she knows all about Liz. Liz tried to scam her. Liz scammed multiple of our mutual friends and I had no idea. And so there are so many people that Liz scammed that just have never come forward, and that she's done chargebacks for like services that she got from them, like photographers, hairstylists, for events. Like she'll buy a table at an event and charge it and then do a chargeback, and then that person is out that money. She's done it so many times. At the Edition in Tampa, there's this club thing called the Red Room, and there's just a bunch of red lighting and there's like disco balls on the ceiling, and she does not pay her bill. And I had like unlocked a memory because my husband and I went there with a bunch of our friends. I was like literally 8 months pregnant, and dear God, it was like one of our like last hurrahs before we had our kid. And I remember sitting there, and one of my friends who was also friends with Liz, I didn't even know about Liz at that time, goes, "Oh, watch out for that girl over there. She's a scammer and she doesn't pay for bills and she just like leaves them for other people to pay. And I'm surprised she's even allowed here." That was Liz. I was literally in the same spot as her. So I'm thankful that I had my son. I even said this to my husband last night. I was like, you realize like if we were still going out like that and we didn't have our kid, we probably would have like not became friends with her, but like we probably would have, you know, been around her a lot more, and she probably would have scammed us or tried to. Insane. Absolutely wild. So thank God my kid saved me from that. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. I hope that you're liking the updates on my channel regarding Liz. It would just be too much to continue with a third season of Elizabeth when it's like, okay, we can keep updates on my channel and like on TikTok and stuff, but we want to start the docuseries, and if we don't start it now, like it's never gonna happen. So we need to just move on to a docuseries. We'll go deeper, have many more victims, a lot of people, almost all of her baby daddies will be in it. We'll be flying in multiple victims from her childhood, from, you know, who live in other places, and obviously a lot of people in this area too. And that way you'll be able to see we like actually see so many texts and recordings and the faked bank statements and stuff like that she's done to people. So I hope you do know as well that your butt looks good. Be excited for all that stuff. And if you are not subscribed, your butt only looks good if you are subscribed. You already know that. But if you're not subscribed, you are dead to me and you're going to get hand, foot, mouth disease. It's none of my business. That's disgusting. As a toddler mom, I'm so happy we haven't gotten it. Watch, he's going to come home with it today. But gross. You're going to get it, but like the adult version. What adult gets hand, foot, mouth? Ugh. But there's a cure. It's not penicillin, it's not antibiotics. It's not the amoxicillin I have in my cabinet from La Farmacia whenever I go to Cabo. It's subscribing to my channel. Basically the cure for everything. Maybe it could cure Elizabeth TECKENBROCK's fake cancer. Pretty sure it could. Prison could cure that too. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.